Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. Gonna do a commentary video for Rome Total War. This is an online multiplayer battle, and this is part of my What If series where I pit two commanders against each other, two commanders who had never faced each other in combat. That's why it's called What If. In this What If battle, I am pitting two guerrilla-type commanders against each other. For the Numidians, I have the legendary and infamous Numidian King Jugurtha, and he's gonna go up against the Cretan commander Lasthenes. And Lasthenes actually hails from the Cretan city-state of Kydonia or Cydonia, whatever. Let's go look at my army first. I've got my general unit here. This is that is Jugurtha right there. Then I have 7 units of Peltis here. It's a very huge skirmish type army. But there are some shock elements, as you'll see. I got 2 units of desert infantry, and they represent my Getuli, who fought the Numidians. Then I've got my Numidian legionnaires here. And one of the demands that the Romans made on Jugurtha was that he had to surrender all of the Roman deserters. So that's why people think Jugurtha had Romans fighting for him. And then I have this unit here. These are my war elephants. And Jugurtha had elephants at the Battle of the Muthil River. And let's see here, I have 3 units of hidden Numidian cav. One's over here, and I got 2 more way over here. So you can see I'm laying an ambush. I want to take out his archers. That way, I won't have to worry about my elephants getting shot to you know what. But yeah, I'm gonna hide here, and my guys are actually hidden right now. And I wanted to lay this little classic ambush on his army as they stroll down this valley. But anyways, that's the Battle of the Muthil River. Jugurtha had about 20,000 troops, whereas the Cretan army, this is an army they never fought against before. But the Cretans under Lasthenes had about 24,000, so the Cretans would have had more troops than the Numidians. But you can see my guys are actually hidden right now. But as his mercenary hoplites get a little too close to my guys, then they can see my dudes now, so they are no longer hidden. And you can see his Cretans here are going to start firing at my Numidian cav. But yeah, I'm going to bug out of here. That's not the way I wanted to start this battle. And as he shoots my Numidian cav away, he's going to chase also with his general. So here comes Lasthenes. He's going to go at it in a personal, heroic style. At the same time, as he's going for them, I'm taking my other hidden units of Numidian cav. I'm going to try to charge these Cretan archers down. And I thought I could have routed them immediately with a nice little charge for my cav. Even my general is going to go at it. This is my king Jugurtha. But I guess what I don't realize is just how tenacious these Cretan archers are. And historically speaking, the Cretan archers were very deadly. They were so great that Alexander the Great himself had a contingent of Cretans fighting for his army. Even Julius Caesar did. But look at this, my king routs from the battlefield.
How can soldiers fight for such a creature?
Over here you can see my Numidian cav ran away from his general, and he's going to pursue with the Cilician pirates and these Peltis here. But look what happened to my Numidian cav. They got routed. His Cretan archers stood their ground and completely held their ground against my little cav ambush. And you can see his generals chasing after these guys here. And look at that. They got flamed completely. Actually, my king's still there. See? Right here? We're gonna see what happens to him. Very brave, Jugurtha, but you're dead.
This may cause panic in your army.
Alright, but I did manage to rout his Peltis that were chasing after my other contingent of Numidian cav. And here I'm routing his Cilician pirates. So let's talk about the Cretan army here. This is the army commanded by Lasthenes. I gave this guy 5 units of mercenary hoplites, 2 units of Peltists. You saw he had a unit of Cilician pirates, and that's why the Cretans were at war with the Romans. Well, that was one of the reasons, is because Crete was a hotspot for piracy, and people didn't like that. So eventually the Romans went in there and fought the Cretans and tried to remove the pirate threat once and for all. And he has his general unit here, and of course he has 5 units. Sorry, he has 4 units of gold attack and gold experienced. 3 experienced Cretan archers. Very deadly Cretan force. Alright, so I took my Numidian cav, who were fighting his Cilician pirates, away in the back, and I charged into these Cretan archers. I was going for a glory charge. I knew my Numidian cav was going to die, but I was hoping I could at least take out his Cretan archers. But unfortunately, I can't even accomplish this. My guys go bye-bye. So that was a horrible way to start this battle. I lost my Numidian cav, my famous Numidian Cav, and I also lost my General King. All I have left are my 7 units of Peltist, my 2 units of Desert Infantry, and my Mercenary Elephants. My opponent still has his Cretan Archers intact here. That's what I was talking about. They have 3 experience points and a gold attack, so they're very, very deadly. He still has his Mercenary Hoplites. He still has some Peltists here. They are deadly against elephants. And somewhere back here, he still has the Cilician Pirates. You're gonna see them later. Is this them? Yeah, here they are. Way back here. But yeah, yeah, Crete was a hotspot for piracy. The Cilician pirates would actually just hang out in Crete, and even the Cretans would join them on these pirate expeditions. So we might have the Somalian pirates or even the Pirates of the Caribbean, but back in the day, it was all about the pirates of the Mediterranean. There was no Jack Sparrow. They had something even worse, I think. Anyways, what do these two commanders have in common, Jugurtha and Lasthenes? Is one, they both fought against the Romans, and two, they realized that they could not fight against the Romans in a pitched battle, so they both resorted to guerrilla warfare. But you can see that the Cretan army has they have a nice contingent of shock troops here. They had their hoplite force, and I guess the strength of the Numidian army is, I guess they're really light. They're really light on their feet, so they wouldn't have to engage the Romans. They could just run away. And I already lost my Numidian Cav, but the Numidian Cav was actually really deadly. They helped the Romans in the Second Punic War. And when Jugurtha commanded the Numidian Cav, he instructed them to scatter in every direction when the Romans charged. So they were very hard to catch. Alright, I'm going to come forward here. My plan now is, because I lost all my Cav, is now I'm going to just rush in there, cause all kinds of chaos, and hopefully I can command my troops better in the chaos. That's my only hope of winning this battle now, because he has a much better shock contingent with his mercenary hoplites. So I have to get in there and mix it up with my elephants. But I cannot take shots from his Cretan archers, and I cannot get hit by his peltist. So see what's happening here? I'm going to rush in this unit of desert infantry to mix it up here. And you can see right now he's already targeting my elephants. He's trying to cause them to run amok. I don't want that to happen, guys. I really don't. So I'm going to send in my peltists. I'm going to mix it up with his Cretans. Here comes this General Lasthenes. And here I try to charge his peltist with my peltist, but they actually held their ground against my peltist. So it's kind of crazy, guys. Really crazy stuff. Anyways, Jugurtha, he was a very colorful commander. He first met the Romans in Spain, and he became an ally of the Romans. But when he met the Romans in Spain, he discovered firsthand just how susceptible the Romans were to bribery and trickery. So when he fought against the Romans later on, he used bribery wherever he could, and he accomplished a lot of his objectives just by bribing like high-ranking Roman officers or whoever, Roman senators. But once my elephants got in there, within close proximity, I noticed a huge break in his morale, and look at all that mass rout of his mercenary hoplites. So I'm just going to crash in with my elephants. I'm going to just mix it up with this guy. That was crazy stuff. But yeah, Jugurtha finally went to war against the Romans because he had a habit of killing his family members, and the Romans didn't really like that. So he eventually went to war with the Romans. Alright, so he's still flaming my dudes, even though I have my troops like going at his Cretans. See that? I have my desert infantry fighting his Cretans, trying to stop them from firing at my elephants. But they are still firing, and finally my guys do run amok, my elephants. So I unfortunately had to put them down. Poor beasts. But I'm sure there's plenty more elephants in Numidia that I can capture. But yeah, as for these guys, I made them commit harry-carry. Alright, so, but look at this. I was so happy that all those mercenary hoplites went bye-bye, because that was my biggest threat, and my biggest concern when I saw all my jab cap get routed, and my king. Because fighting with peltists against that kind of force is very, it's a very tough mountain to climb. Alright, so I'm going to keep pursuing these guys, and you can see two of his mercenary hoplites stopped routing over here. So I'm going to push forward a little bit. And look at the Cilician pirates, they're back there. I'm going to run away with my jab cav. But these are the infamous Cilician pirates. Yeah, they, a lot of them settled in Crete, and yeah, these guys raided like Roman ships. They did everything like bad. There they are though. I'm gonna rush at them with my peltasts over here, but let's concentrate on the first part of the fight here. I'm gonna take on his mercenary hoplites with peltasts and also my Numidian legionnaires. Here they are. First, I'm gonna hit them from the flanks with my peltasts. See that? And then I'm gonna get my Numidian legionnaires close enough to use their pila. Take that! Yeah, Cretans. So those guys don't like getting hit by pila, so they rout. And this frees up these 2 units of peltast and my Numidian legionnaires, so now I can smash at these mercenary hoplites from behind. But you can see over here that my peltast, or I don't know what happened. These Cilician pirates were gonna attack my guys from behind, but they routed. I guess I just had too many troops, so they got scared. But look at victory for Numidia and Jugurtha. Good game to my opponent. In the next battle, I will command the Cretan army.